here and now. I live to tell. Welcome, everyone. My name is Lynn Ducharme. I am 46 years old. I am a mother. I am a way shower, a light being, Arcturian here on Earth. And I'm here to share messages from the Galactic Federation of Light. I'm having transmission from them to tell you. If you are looking outside of yourself for something to comfort you, you will never find it. Because we are in a time where within is the only source of comfort we can find right now. We are December 20th, 2020. And it is now time that you understand that this is the moment we have all been waiting for. A time for change. A time for new. We have been rolled up in that life with endless hard work, endless sadness and suffering. Haven't you had enough? Haven't you been outside of yourself long enough to actually realize that there's no way out unless you go within yourself? Money can't buy it. Power can't buy it. You have to go within. As hard and as intense that it can be, this is the time that we have the responsibility to get back to where we needed to be. We have been called many, many, many times and haven't listened. Your guides have tried to talk to you or show you a way to communicate with you, and we haven't listened. We brushed them off willingly because we did not feel the right to go within. I mean, we were such in a illusion. We bought those beliefs that if we worked hard, we would succeed. But no, life isn't supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be easy. Life is supposed to be A water slide. Hmm. That's the image they gave me. A water slide. Jump on and just slide it through easily and having fun. This is the analogy they're giving me right now. You have a choice to make. Either you get in that water slide and have fun and don't worry about the success, don't worry about the money, don't worry about anything. Just have fun with it. And I know that deep inside, this is what you hope for. Because I have. Ever since I was little, I knew there was something bigger. I knew that life wasn't just what we're having right now. This is me, Steve, speaking. And what the Galactic Federation wants you to know is that the teachings are there for you to access. You are your own light. You are your own water slide. You've got your own. You can choose whether you want it to go straight down or you choose if you want to turn and spiral out of that slide. You have the choice, you have the responsibility. And what my guides are saying is that some people might have had a bad agenda for humanity, and you have to see that. It is time you take a look from outside of the box. It's time you take a look, step back, and look at what your life has been. What the world has been. It's been a movie. It's been a movie scene. We were drilled. We were manipulated like robots into some form of human army, possessed by power, possessed by money making, possessed by likes on social media. We were possessed and taking into a form that was more and more compressed. And this is what they're trying to do with us. They're trying to compress the liberty of being the light that we are. Because these people know from a long, long time ago the power that we have within us. They knew that. Because they were in touch already with aliens far, far, far back. So they knew that the human beings would be the most powerful frequency, energy that ever existed. And this earth was created for us to come on and be an experience. Earth is a school, and we were put here from another galaxy, from another time, and we were put here with our acceptation. We accepted to come on this earth, we accepted to live this, and we accepted to forget everything coming on here. But now we are remembering. We are starting to see and remember. You have to let the message get in yourself. You have to go within. Because these people will continue to compress us. Because now they are scared that the moment we open up that heart space and that we shine that light on earth, they are gone in an instant. They know this. Why else? Why else would they have given us these pills when we were sick that were supposed to make us better? But some people are still taking the same pills and even more. They never got better. They wanted to destroy us. And it's time you accept it. We have been trapped. We have been trapped in a compressing world where they didn't leave us enough room to see, feel what was inside of us. They got us to go in a school system that brainwashed us to get as far as possible to who we are, really truly are. They managed to succeed their plan. They managed to succeed their plan. By building systems based on lack. They gave us the impression that we were lacking something. And we bought that. We bought those paradigms. We bought those beliefs. We bought those paradigms. And that's okay. We were all in this together. But now it's time to change. I know that you may have heard all of this before. But sometimes a voice can change many things. Maybe a sentence I said can change many things in you that you've probably heard before and didn't click. And what I want to add also is there are so many people suffering. And taking medication. And the medication people are taking antidepressant close you off from your emotions at a point where you are no longer a sensitive being to what's surrounding you in the world. These pills that they have been distributing to people, telling them it would save them, have been destroying us, you. These pills that you take every day that are supposed to make you feel better are not made to feel you better. They're made to make you feel worse. They're made to make you feel less than. They're made to make you feel unpowerful. They are made to kill you. This is not a life that you came here for. Taking a pill every day to live is not a life. Taking medication after medication, looking at the time to take your medication is not a life. Maybe you think it is because when you take the pill, you feel good, but there's nothing in there that is for your good. And I'm not the only one saying this, but if my words come through to you, and I hope it does, and they will, you have to stop taking these pills and go within yourself. Detox your body from the pills. Whether you are depressed, ADHD, ADD, PST, whatever, name it. I mean, humans invented all of these all of these labels so that you would feel better because you could connect to the labels, so you could connect to people who have the same labels and divide us. Oh, you're ADHD. Oh, you're bipolar. Oh, you're depressed. Oh, you're the PTSD. Oh, you're. But we are not divided. We are united. And this is the time that you understand that. We are all one. And I'm telling you all of this because I love you deeply. And we all love you deeply. I'm not alone here. These pills that you are taking are there to divide you from yourself. They are there to get you so far away from yourself that you are lost now. If you think to stop the pill, you will feel lost. And that's what they want you to be, lost. A lost soul in lack of love, in lack of power for yourself, And I'm here to remind you that you are a light being. You are a massive contribution to assisting humanity into this new earth. We need you. We need you. Because each and every one of us are the pieces to the oneness puzzle of life, unity on this earth. Every single one of us has a part to play in this new world. Every single one of us on this earth has a role to play in assisting humanity shift consciousnesses so that we can access the higher timelines where all is good, all is joy, all is love, and all is oneness unity. We need you deeply. And I know that you are called, and I know that you can hear this and you can feel this. And it's right. This is the feeling you're supposed to have because you're tapping into your memories of the light being that you've always been. And I am here to remind you, I am a way shower. And I am here to remind you that it's okay. You can get out of the matrix. You are safe. You are safe. You are safe to come out of the matrix and get off those pills and get off those drugs and get off that alcohol and get off that porn, video games, money, power. You are safe. Your guides are there for you. Of course, now, and they're asking me to share this with you. Of course, now it doesn't seem pretty, but you have the power to look at what you want. You have the power to choose the water slide in which you want to have fun in. You can get access to this right now. You have a choice to continue being a victim or to transfer all of the strength you have into a higher timeline, into your higher self. Into your body of light. We are in total transformation right now. We are in total transformation right now. Your body is actually right now releasing everything that it doesn't need or serve itself no more. Your body is going from density to light. And if you tap inside, you can feel you can feel it inside, the vibration that the earth and transformation that the earth is going through. You can actually feel it if you sit down quietly with yourself and you close your eyes and you breathe. You can actually feel it. You can feel the earth's resonance. You can feel the earth shifting. You can feel the energy in you. It tingles. It's like a tingling effect. You can feel it in your hands. Move around your house and try to feel the tingling, where the energy is dense or not. Learn to feel. Now that you're off the pills, learn to feel. And there is no hyper whatever. That was invented too. It's a label. There's nobody that's hypersensitive, hyper um, active, or whatever. They made us believe that we were too much. They did everything so that we could believe that we were too intense and too much. But we're not. We're just alive. We are just alive. But since everybody is on antidepressors, the sensitiveness of humans have become less and less and less and less. And when somebody is sensitive, it seems like, oh my God, you're so sensitive. It becomes like hyper, but it's not. It's actually a normal emotion to be sensitive and cry. And even that emotions are actually an experience we're living as a human being. We are a vessel. We are a vessel in which teachings came to us. And the teachings that came to us, we had the choice to buy into them or not. Those paradigms, beliefs. That's my cat. And what we chose was the right thing for us at that time. But it's time to let go. And it's not easy. It isn't. It's a hell of a ride. Knowing this and knowing what's going on in the world and knowing or getting to know what's going on in the invisible world is a lot to take in. A lot to take in. And our minds are deprogramming. And since we are deprogramming, there's stuff that when, how can I say this? While we're deprogramming, space happens, and your guides and the Galactic Federation are fulfilling these empty spaces in your brain with new knowledge so that you can now live the life you will have access to in the new world. We are in recalibration. Let's say, wait a second. Um, let's say that you're listening to the radio. And while you're listening to the radio, you're driving your car, right? So you're listening to the radio. And while you're listening, there's another channel that sometimes comes in like glitchy. You're in the mountains or whatever. So there's another channel that's coming in. You're not actually tapping always into the same channel you were listening to. So you change the channel to another one that you like. But it's happening more and more now that other channels are trying to tap into us, get our attention, so that we can shift our programming so that we'll be ready for the new world. It's like learning new songs. We've been singing the same songs all over again since we were young. We need to hear some new songs. I was always into pop music. And since a couple of months, I cannot even listen to regular radio stations. I listen to other channels that play other kinds of music. It could be classical, it could be Spanish, it could be whatever, other stuff, you know, that I've never heard before and that bring me to work other other brain facilities, if you like. And since that we have been listening to the same channels since the beginning of our lifetime here, it's not easy to start listening to some new music. In the beginning, you might not like it, but after a couple of days, you might start to like it. And you might start to see that it's bringing you another energy. It's bringing in another way of seeing your life. And that's where we need to take you. That's where you need to take yourself, actually. Because, yes, the Galactic Federation of Light and humanity here on Earth needs you, but you need to make the steps yourself. So, what my guides have been saying for the last couple of days, and I will say this for me too, because I find it hard too. I mean, I'm not on top of anyone. I'm just, even then, I would say it's pretty hard because I'm a way shower. So I've lost many friends during this these past few months because I had the awakening, and nobody understands that. Nobody sees what I'm seeing. Nobody gets it around me. They only see the 3D. you know, but I see the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8D. I can see, I can see the next world, what it's going to be. And I can see what we had, that it was just a movie we were living in. Nothing was real. It was all made to have power over us because we are the most powerful beings. And when they saw that they could have us, they even tried to get our children. I'm a mother of this amazing little boy. And like the majority of his friends, he takes a pill to go to school because the school systems have failed us. The school systems have been controlled and formatted so that it so that the children going to school didn't have time to be themselves. It's like the kids go to school, they have to open up their brain, and teachers shove it in. Then they put the brain back on, the top of the brain back on. They go home, they play their video games, they go to bed, and they do it all over again the next morning because they're medicated. And when they're not, they're jumping all over the place because they don't go play outside anymore. They got us to think that outside was dangerous. They got us to think that outside was dangerous. They got us to think that playing outside was bad. This has to change. And we need you to stand up and say it out loud. This has to change. Tomorrow is December 21st. There is a junction between Saturn and Earth. It's going to be supposedly challenging time for the awakened. And for the non awakened, it can be very powerful. You might not know what's happening. Maybe you've already felt your body going into like a weird phase. Cold feet, headaches, nausea, itchy eyes, itchy skin out of nowhere. And people might tell you you're crazy. Well, just let them be and give them love because once they will awaken, they will need you to answer to questions. I went through many, 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 many emotions after I awakened because I never talked about anything before this happened. I never really talked that I was channeling or receiving messages or talking about politics. And now that politics are actually the trend, and that I've been saying out loud what I always thought, people are around me started looking at me weirdly and not recognizing me. But I know that it's my truth and that I have never said it before, for that now I can't I can't fake it. I need to speak that truth, and I need to speak that truth so that I can ascend, so that I can have access to my higher timeline. They there are many of us on other timelines, and I need to go and tap into the other timeline to get to my other Lynn that is thriving in joy and love and, you know, in the 5D consciousness. I'm having a hard time saying that word tonight. Conscien consciousness. Consciousness. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes I'm at loss of words. So if my message came through to you, amazing. And if you think you can share to someone who will need this, I would love for you to share. You don't need pills, because the system you're working with is a corrupt system. And it's not there for your own good, it's there for their own good in their pocket. Nobody's there with us except ourselves. And we are many way showers trying to get through to you since March. I've been putting off making videos because just of exactly what I told you. I've had many friends leave my life, but now I'm blessed that they did, because if I would have kept them in my life, I would still be where I was at before. And I confronted them and I told them, with all the love that I have in my body and my soul, I told them, look at me. You know me. I have never felt better than I do now. I left my job that I was not happy with, and I decided to be what I've always known I was here to do. I help people heal. I help people get in touch with their souls. That's what I'm here to do. I am here to serve the source the best way that I can. I want to work with people who have labeled ADHD, because you all are angels downloading higher. You are. You are angels downloading higher divinity, and you are helping us changing the world right now as I speak, because you are true. And the fact that you move a lot, that you talk a lot, that you disturb is your mission here on earth, so that you can dismantle the education system and actually activate a scholar system which is more aligned to who we all are as light beings. You are here to assist us. And what you're doing is the best thing you can do. But stop taking those pills. because taking those pills only gives them power. It gives them the power to do what they want with your brain. And they're trying to shut you off from your light. They're trying to shut off your Iron Man. I like to call it Iron Man because Iron Man has powerful light from his hands and his heart, and that's part of the light being that we are. We have so much power coming out of our hands and heart that we could actually make explosions. If we all tap into a heart chakra at the same time, we could explode Earth. That's how powerful we are. And this darkness, 3D, deep state, know that since a long time, and they want to destroy the awakening. They want to destroy the awakening. And we are the awakening, and you are here to assist us. You are here to help us dismantle this 3D consciousnesses. If tomorrow every single kid does not take the pill and go to school for the rest of the year with no pills, I guarantee you, the school system will be dismantled. They will not be able to take this. The teachers would not be able to take this in. They would have they would have to change the way they teach you guys. They would have to, because you couldn't stand still. You talk all the time and you'd have so many ideas, and it's okay. It's okay. School was not invented for kids. School was invented for adults so that the adults could be far from their kids and detach from them so that the deep state could have control on the children. Being far from home, it's easier to have control. When the children are home, you can't control them, but you can control the parents through the TV, through the radio, through the air we breathe, the water we drink, the bad food we eat. Imagine the food we've been eating, like Kit Kat bars. Did you ever read the ingredients of a Kit Kat bar? We've never stopped ourselves thinking about that. We just shove the food in our bodies just like a garbage can. But we didn't know better, and it's okay. Now we're awakening to that. They even invented bad vegan food. I mean, come on. How bad can you be that you invent bad vegan food? They want to control us so bad. They're going to do anything to get us to step down. But I'm telling you, if we unite and we all hold hands and we all open each other's heart, we will fight this. Actually, we've already won. But we need to go through this so people awaken more and more and more and more and more until until the frequency is high enough that the Galactic Federation come down and show themselves to us and actually be part of this new world, because we will not be alone. There will be other beings here on earth that will show themselves to us. They've already started in the sky. If you take a couple of hours and sit in front of a window or outside, you can look into the sky and you'll probably see light um, vessels. You will probably see them. They've been showing up. The Galactic Federation actually is streaming on the internet right now in the US, actually. I live in Quebec, Canada. It's pretty bad here. Uh, I think, yeah, I would move right now. I would move and go somewhere else. But I have a child and he has a dad and we're not together. So I kind of need to stay here. That's another story. And when you sleep, this is what I'm telling. They're saying me to me to tell you. When you sleep, you're actually living the life. When you're awake, you're actually dreaming. That's pretty wild. But when you sleep, you live. And when you are not asleep, you sleep. And watch out for your dreams. I mean, try to take notes in the morning when you wake up, or if you wake up at night and you hear a song, or um, there's something that's you've been hearing or whatever, just take it down on a piece of paper. Maybe try keeping a journal. If you really want to get off the pill and everything, I suggest you keep a journal of how you're feeling, and maybe you'll write a book about your journey being off the pill. This is only the beginning of this amazing life we have the chance to tap into. So I think this is it for tonight. And hopefully, you will like and subscribe and share the video with one of your friends or family members. And I hope this resonated with you. If it didn't, it's okay. It's okay. But if it did, it's wonderful too. So, see you maybe in a couple of days. I don't know. I'm kind of free, so I don't like to have a schedule. I don't like to have an agenda. I don't like to look at time. I've done that so many years that now I want to feel free to come on when I'm called to do so by my guides, or because I really feel like it. I don't want to be here and not feel like being here. I think that's really important to actually be a true being aligned with my inner guidance. And if this resonated with you, I invite you to make a donation, because this is a donation based channel and I have no other job. So this is my job right now, is actually getting messages through you. And I would be happy if you help me continue to do this. Thank you so much. Have a nice evening or day or morning. I love you.